We call her our wild woman, woman of wisdom, because she has inspired so many people.
Well, Nancy's pretty amazing. She has enormous energy, incredibly smart, the most brilliant person I've ever met.
What she has done has given hope.
So the university is part of the community. Nancy brings that to the next level.
She is an educator. She is a creature of the hollow halls of academia, but at the same time, she has a political vision, and she knows that universities exist in cities. The cities are populated by communities, and the communities have needs, and that universities cannot exist in isolation from the world that surround them.
I think in Syracuse there's this new sense of collaboration. I think it's in many ways it's a sense of optimism, it's hope. I think it's fueled by people like Nancy, frankly, that just have this tremendous enthusiasm for the success and the revitalization of Syracuse and Central New York.
She really understands engagement. And when I say engagement, I mean it's not a separation. Everybody on the university is engaged.
We've begun to see kind of less typical interactions with the communities.
She's gathered us around her, with this focus on people and local people that we actually can see and touch and make a difference. She's right there next to us. We take it on the chin when we had to, but we persevered. But we could always count on her being there, and it was important for the folks there, the folks who are working on the west side, working no matter where we're working, to see that we have a university behind us, but behind that university is the chancellor that's going to make these things work.
And in terms of engaging the students, certainly on the near west side, we've had students work on prefabricated homes on the near west side. We've had them involved with the competitions that we did for from the ground up houses.
We start to realize that the things that we do here don't just impact our individual community, but also the local community, the state of New York, and the country and the world. Students have really bought into that concept. That what we do here will really make a difference, and she's been the leader in that.
All the broken dreams and promises that were given to this neighborhood for so many years. Now people see that this is actually happening. She has come in and allowed us to be ourselves. She didn't try to change anyone. She listened to exactly what the people had to say.
Okay, so this is a chancellor who cares deeply about education. It's amazing. She really understands the power of educational opportunity.
I think what Nancy Cantor has done is brought to all of us what is possible when we have the will, the drive, the passion, and the vision to really ensure that all of our kids here in Syracuse and in the nation have the best possible public education system.
Nancy Cantor was the leader in signing up other colleges and universities to provide free tuition to Syracuse School District graduates. That alone was just incredibly significant.
Syracuse University, and particularly Nancy Cantor, is so supportive of the program and working from the bottom up with even the middle schoolers and elementary schools, where Syracuse University is actually going and tutoring and being part of the Say Yes, where other colleges really aren't diving in and becoming a part of it as much as she is, and she's encouraging it.
Scholarship in action, yeah? Basically the idea, it's a very old idea, but one that the academy has been very shy about for centuries. It's simply that we need to make that the knowledge that we accumulate, the knowledge that we transact in the institution, in academia, should actually have an impact in the world out there outside of the hollow halls.
And that's the type of engagement that she has inspired. And she has put that out there to people, and they're coming together, and it's just like one big happy family.
Well, it's a very interesting,
very good story.
very interesting story. We met on a blind date. I'll never forget when Dale Blana, my graduate friend, office mate, said, "We want to set you up on a blind date." And I said, "Sure, who is this?" And she says, "Well, she's a tenured faculty member from Princeton University." I said, "Yeah, right, this is going to work. This is really going to work." And so the four of us went out for on a blind date. The four of us went to a movie. We came out of the movie, and I turned around, and Mary Jo and Dale disappeared. So it was just me and Nancy. And before I could think of anything, and this expresses, Nancy's very quick on her feet, oh, it has been and continues to be today, said, there's a sports bar over here. Let's go watch, it was a Monday night, let's go watch Monday Night Football. And as a former football player, my mouth dropped to the floor. The tenured faculty member from Princeton wants to go watch Monday Night Football and knows the teams and knows the players and so on. And what I often say is, what else could I do? I had to marry her.
I'm very close to Mom, as is my brother Archie. We're a very close-knit family. What Mom was like growing up, she was really fun. I think we vacation very well together, and beaches are our main. We love just lying on a beach and relaxing. So that we did quite a lot of that.
She's a beach bum. That was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Right. The only property we own is in northern Michigan, on Lake Michigan, and this is where we do our serious beach time. And so we get this little raft which we put out in the water, and then she just floats on that all day.
Yeah.
All morning, all day, all after, most of the day.
Anytime.
Yeah. So she's a serious beach person.
She loves night swims as well.
Oh, yes,
it's
very
freezing
good.
Cold.
Cold, warm, it doesn't matter. She's in it.
Or by the water.
Or by the water, but even,
In it,
Yeah.
I'll fly in for the weekend or for a couple days as I'm here now. And, a cab driver will say, I say 300 Comstock, and they sort of assume, it's on campus, and then we pull into this driveway, and they sort of realize, oh, wait. I can't tell you how many cab rides I've had where they just get so excited and say she's doing such great things, and she's such an Energizer bunny, and we love her, and I can't tell you how proud that makes me.
What she has done has given hope.
I think if Nancy's probably taught this community one thing, it's to believe in itself again.
A lot of what she does happens overnight. So many things happen that you realize you have to keep up with her, and you have to catch up to where she is. That's fun.
Her level of commitment to the institution and the city is unparalleled.
She really looks into the eyes of every child, looks into the eyes of every staff member, and really lets us know that she's behind us 100%.
You see all this work going on over here, and people coming and visiting, people moving back, and it's all because of our wow woman.
I saw her right after my mother died, and she didn't say the words most people say. She walked up to me, we were outside of a restaurant. She walked up to me. She held my hand, and she looked at me in a way that said everything she could have said. There were no words, to say. She just held my hand and looked at me, and that was it. It was wonderful.
How does she balance, all of this, the work and the family life? And I think
I have no idea.
Well, I was going to say, I think if you were to ask her that, she would say that's simple. You just do it. And I think family, Archie and I have always felt, and you as well, that family is the priority, and you just make it work. And I think any working parent, that's true of any working parent, is you just make it work. And she does beautifully. So,
Yeah, she's amazing.
yeah.
Passionate,
Tireless.
Dynamo.
Energetic.